Welcome to Analog Circuit Design online lecture series. Myself Reema Rawal from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Electronics and Communication. Now, in this session, we are going to see the unit Power Circuits and System. And in this unit, today's topic is Class A Large Signal Amplifiers. So, let's start this session. So first of all, let us see the introduction to power amplifier. What are the power amplifiers? So the main function of the power amplifiers, which are also known as large signal amplifier, is to deliver power, which is a product of voltage and current to the load. That means V into I, which will be the power. Basically, a power amplifier is also a voltage amplifier. The difference being that the load resistance connected to the output is relatively low. There are the power amplifiers. Okay. Now let us see the classifications of power amplifiers. So in this table, classifications of power amplifiers is indicated. There are basically 4 classes of amplifiers which we are going to consider here. The first one is class A power amplifier. Here the class A, class B, class C, class AB or class D or further classes of amplifiers which are in existence are based on the input-output voltage waveforms and position of the Q point. That means whatever the output range for which they operates, based on that and the position of Q point, they are classified. So in the class A power amplifier, the Q point is at the center of the load line. That means in the load line, Q point is adjusted at the center, which will give the class A operation. Class B amplifier has the position of Q point in the cutoff region. You already know that there are 3 regions of operations: cutoff region, saturation region, and at the center, which is the main stage of operation. So these are the stages of operation. So in the cutoff region, class B is there. If below the cutoff region is there, Q point is adjusted, then it will be the class C amplifier operation. And in class AB amplifier, the Q point is adjusted just above the cutoff. So based on the Q point position, the output waveform appears for the positive half cycle or 180 degree half cycle, 360 degree or less than 360, more than 180, likewise. That we are going to see in detail. So let us see the first one. Class A large signal amplifiers. So the most commonly used type of power amplifier configuration is the class A amplifier. The class A amplifier is the simplest form of power amplifier that uses a single switching transistor in the standard common emitter circuit configuration as seen previously to produce an inverted output. Here, the transistor is always biased on so that it conducts during one complete cycle of the input signal waveform, producing minimum distortion and maximum amplitude of the output signal. Now, let us see the types of class A amplifier. So there are basically 2 types of class A amplifier. First one is direct decoupled class A amplifier and the second one is transformer coupled class A amplifier. Let us see these 2 in detail. First one is direct coupled class A amplifier. So in this diagram, direct coupled class A amplifier is indicated. Here it is called as direct coupled class A amplifier because here the load is directly connected to the output. So as you can see in this circuit diagram, the transistor is used NPN. The base terminal of this transistor is connected to C, that is the coupling capacitor. Then here RB is the base resistance and RL is connected to the output. VBE is the voltage across base and emitter terminals, and here the supply is here. Now, as is a class A amplifier, the Q point is adjusted at the center of the load line. So here, as you can see in this diagram, which is the diagram of IC versus VCE, where IC is the collector current and VC is the voltage across collector and emitter terminals. Here IC is in milliampere and VC is in volts. So this indicates the load line, and here the Q point is adjusted exactly between at the middle or the center of the load line. These IB1, IB2, IBQ are the base currents, and according to that, when the Q point is projected, here the Imax and I minimum, that is IC current, is indicated. So this is the direct coupled class C amplifier. Now, if you want to calculate the series fed directly coupled class C amplifier efficiency, then step 1 is to calculate PDC, that is DC input power. So IB equals to VCC minus VBE, as you can see from the circuit, where VBE is 0.7. So that gives equation number 1, which is VCC minus 0.7 by R. Now, the collector current ICQ is given as beta into IBQ. Now, applying the KVL to the collector loop, we have VCC, that is equals to ICQ into RL plus VCQ. If we take that term on the left hand side, we have VCC minus ICQ RL minus VCQ equals to 0, that is equation number 3. And if we take VCQ as subject, we will have VCEQ, that is equals to VCC minus ICQ RL, that is equation number 4. Here the DC input power equation is given as PDC, that is equals to VCC into IC average. This is the DC input power equation. Now, here the collector current diagram or waveform is indicated. As you can see in this, both the areas, that is in the negative half cycle and in the positive half cycle, areas are equal. So as shown in the figure, collector current varies equally above and below Q value of ICQ. Therefore, the average value of current supplied by the source is given as IC average, that is equals to ICQ, which is equation number 6. So, PDC, that is equals to VCC into ICQ, is equation number 7. Now, let's step 2 to obtain AC output power. So, to compare or to calculate efficiency, we need to obtain the ratio of AC and DC. Here PAC, that is equals to VL RMS into IL RMS, that is equation number 8. Now VL RMS, that is equals to VM by root 2, and IL RMS, that is equals to IM by root 2. So by placing these values in that, we will get PAC, that is equals to VM IM by 2, where VM is peak to peak voltage value, it is VPP by 2. Same way I maximum, that is peak to peak value, IPP by 2 divided by 2, which will give the equation number 9, that is VPP IPP by 8. Here VPP, that is peak to peak voltage value, is given as V maximum minus V minimum. Same way IPP, that is peak to peak current value, is given as Imax minus Imin. Placing these values in the above equation, we will have PAC, that is AC power equals to Vmax minus Vmin into Imax minus Imin by 8. That we call it as equation number 10. Now next is step 3, that is calculation of efficiency. So efficiency is the ratio of AC power to DC power. So we have obtained AC power and DC power values, where AC power value is Vmax minus Vmin into Imax minus Imin divided by 8, and PDC is VCC into ICQ multiplied by 100 to get the percentage value. So for maximum efficiency value, if we take in the equation number 11, Vmax equals to VCC and Vmin equals to 0, also Imax equals to 2 ICQ and Imin equals to 0, we will have maximum efficiency, that is equals to VCC into 2 ICQ divided by 8 VCC into ICQ multiplied by 100. So by simplifying this, we will get 25% efficiency. So this efficiency is ideally obtained value, and practically it will be further reduced, which may be up to 15% only. Here PD max, that is maximum power dissipation, is given as VCC into ICQ. Remember this. This power is dissipated in the form of heat. So a large heatsink is required while using this. This is for the directly coupled amplifier. Now next is transformer coupled class A amplifier. This is called as transformer coupled class A amplifier because at the output side, the transformer is coupled to the load. The load is directly not connected to transistor, but using the transformer it is coupled. So here the transformer coupled class A amplifier is indicated where the transformer is connected to the load. Here we have used loudspeaker as the load. Okay. Here the output transformer has the winding ratio N1 to N2. If we do the analysis of transformer coupled class A amplifier and to obtain the efficiency, the step 1 is to obtain the Q point. Here the graph of IC versus VC is indicated, where Q point is VCC, ICQ. And we know that this is class A amplifier, where Q point is adjusted at the center of the load line. Now step 2 is to obtain the DC power value. Here the DC power value is VCC into IC average. Here as you can see the collector current waveform, they have equal half cycle values, that means whatever the part is in the positive part, equally that is in the negative part. So here PDC that is equals to VCC into ICQ, that is equation number 1. Step 3 is to obtain AC power. So AC power PH that is equals to VRMS into IRMS, where RMS voltage value is Vm by root 2 and RMS current value is Im by root 2 by giving the Vm Im by 2. Substituting the maximum value V peak to peak by 2 and I peak to peak by 2, will get PAC that is equals to VPP into IPP by 8. We are placing PAC values and by taking the ratio of this, we get the efficiency. The efficiency is PAC by DC into 100. We have placed the values AC power value, DC power value multiplying with 100. If we want to calculate the maximum efficiency for this transformer coupled class A amplifier, we will place V maximum value to VCC, V minimum value 0, I maximum value 2 ICQ and I minimum value 0 divided by 8 VCC into ICQ, and if we simplify it, we will get the value 50%. So if you have observed, in the direct coupled class A amplifier, the efficiency was 25%. And in transformer coupled class A amplifier, the efficiency is double, which is 50%. So practically, exactly 50% efficiency is not possible. It may vary. It will be less than 50%. But here, by using the transformer coupled class A amplifier, the efficiency is double to that of directly coupled amplifier. Okay. Now, these are the references for this. Thank you. Thank you for listening and thanks for watching.